Hey guys, Clive here, and welcome back to Ark Aberration. As a reminder, all my video walkthroughs are pretty long, so please check the timestamps for specific areas in the description, and also I do have a pinned comment where I track all the changes to topics within the video, so check there for anything that may have changed since this video was released. Alright, so let's jump in. So the first thing on the list is going to be the Megalosaurs, and I did find a level 130 Megalosaur, and it was a female. And so I did not record this pretty much because I didn't think that I would get the stats that I got. And so whenever I tamed it, I was like, okay, I got a female, but it wound up getting 46 points into damage, which is kind of crazy for a 130. And so I was literally expecting maybe like 40 points at the most. Yeah, I got 46 points, so that's pretty good. And this one is the best damage. This other one's still the best in every other stat, so best health at least. So yeah, we do have a good breeding pair. I have some eggs. I need to hatch those eggs at some point. I haven't yet. But these two combined will definitely be able to handle the Rockwell fight. So if I get these stats on some dinosaurs that we can breed, and we don't need a lot of them. I think we just need 12 or so, maybe 14. So we have two Stegos, we have a Rock Drake. I don't know if we need a light pet. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember using a light pet before, but we might need a light pet. We'll see. So we have 4 there. So I guess we have room for 16 of these. We're not going to be using like a Uterus or anything like that. You can't bring them on the map. But yeah, other than that, that should be a pretty good amount. So we just need 16 of these. Equal male and female to get the mate boost, and all of them imprinted, so that's the plan. And while raising these up, I'm going to be doing other things, like we still have to go to the caves, we still have to go and go to the surface, get some drops. We need to get some saddles for these guys. They don't need like really powerful saddles, and they actually don't even need like a lot of health, because the strategy that I use is I position the Stegos to the point where it attracts all the creatures to the Stegos. Also, they did add in a new patch, and it does add in the ability to see traits. So you can show traits, and you can see all the traits on dinosaurs, even if you don't have the Bob's Tall Tale stuff. If you don't have any add-ons, at the very minimum, you can see what traits you have on your dinos now. I'm glad that they're realizing that this trait system is more important than, you know, Bob's Tall Tale in general. So I think it's really good that they're moving towards the direction of, hey, maybe we'll implement a way to get traits outside of the Bob's Tall Tale pack. Alright, so other updates. I did go ahead and make the forge. So I have the industrial forge, and I do want to start making like some of the more out there things. I do also have a chemistry bench. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last episode, but I did make a forge and a chemistry bench the previous episode, but that kind of ran a little long, so I kind of moved this over to this one. So now we're kind of getting upgraded to where we can start building a lot of things. So we have this, and then we have the chemistry bench as well, so we can start getting stuff from that. I'm not sure what else we would need from the chemistry bench, other than maybe insect spray. If we still find some bees, we might be able to use that for that. But there's not really a whole lot we would do in this. I do need to make the cooking stuff, so that's the next thing on my list, is making the cooking stuff, and then I can go into like some of the other things, like the industrial preserving bin. There's a lot of interesting things they've added into this expansion pack, the Bob's Tall Tale stuff. So there's also the blimp, there's like the little surmate guy. There's definitely a lot of things I can craft. I just need to get some more metal, and I think electronics is kind of the hard thing. So yeah, if you don't have the tech dinos, this map in particular is a real pain. So we can go to the bottom of the lake and go fish up some pearls that way. The bottom of the lake is very bad. There's usually carcanos down there, and there's a lot of other things down there. A lot of piranhas and stuff like that. So maybe I can go down there if I had a, I don't know, like maybe a baryonyx, something like that. But there's not really anything on the map that is very good in water. Like baryonyx, and then I think the Spino. Spino's really hard to fight in the water just because it's so big. It's very bulky. It's got a really wide turning range. Baryonyx isn't bad, but I'm pretty sure that the Carcanos can pick up the Baryonyx. So a lot of trade-offs there, and the Carcanos really makes it tough on the map to get around on. I could go down on an actual Carcanos that we have, so I can do that. That might be the best method of getting down there. So there are ways to get pearls besides fighting stuff. That's really like the point that we're at. So let's go look at everything so that we can get an idea of what we want. Switch to this, and yeah, so I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. I don't know what this is for. The goo gun, bouncy balls, and corrosive stuff. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Tinkering desk. So this is a fun thing. We can combine blueprints for a better blueprint, like a better chance of getting a blueprint. This is a fun thing that we can do. Preserving bin. I've already mentioned this. This is something we can also do. This guy is going to be kind of fun. 100 black pearls on this map is not that bad. Actually, everything on this list is not that bad on this map, except for the electronics. 500 electronics. And like I mentioned before, when Extinction comes out, electronics does not become a problem anymore because you have all the tech dinos that you can grab up. Yes, there are ways to get around that. But now, with no Extinction, this is where we are with the electronics. Alright, so I wanted to point this out. If you are looking for a bunch of pearls, you can come to this little river. It's like the waterfalls. This is about where I'm at right now. So it's the waterfalls that lead between the lake and then the main river down below. And if you come into these little, I guess, pools of water, there will be some pearls like they're here. That's a pearl. They're easier to see at nighttime, but there are actually quite a few in here. Like here's some right here, here's some right here. And you can also turn your light pit on too if you want. Might be a bit easier to see. But yeah, they're all up and down these pools. You might need to like have something to get you up and down these waterfalls, because these waterfalls are hard to get up. But yeah, you can just come and just look through all these little waterways. You can probably find quite a few just by coming through here. It's a little bit easier than going under the water, like into the main lake area, because that does get pretty deep. Unless you have like something that can go up and down pretty quick, I would probably just recommend sticking to this area. But yeah, if we come up to this next level, probably find some more. Yeah, this one's probably pretty good. Yeah, there we go. There's some right here. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you this. If you're getting low in pearls and you need to find a spot to get some, this is a pretty good area. So with this episode, what we're going to do is probably go and check out the surface. I have enough rock drakes. If I lose one, I'm okay. Let's see, what is the time? We are on 50-50 day, so 50 day, 50 night. So it's not the worst. There are different cycles that we need to keep in mind whenever we do go to the surface. So I need to actually make sure I'm not going into like a day cycle, because that would be terrible. So that's one of the big things when you're going to the surface, is you want to make sure that you know what time it is and when day starts and when night starts. Because as soon as day starts, you probably have like 5 to 10 seconds to get out of there before you get melted. You'll take a lot of damage, but the damage does ramp up. And so that's one thing you need to be certain of, is that it's not daytime. There is a time frame where it would be 90% night and 10% day. So you do get a lot more nighttime, and you can only go up there at night, and you have a lot of time to run around and try to get stuff. So that's the surface stuff. That's going to be what we would need to go to in order to get the rock drake saddles. And we can get blueprints for stuff like the hazmat suits. You can get the hazmat suit blueprints, which are very handy on all the maps. So another thing you probably could find is Megalosaur saddles. The Megalosaur saddles, you can get those from down here. I've actually seen one, but I did die. I think it came from a purple drop like this. So the purple drops, in the green zone even drop Megalosaur saddles. So I'm guessing they drop blueprints as well. But yeah, so that's kind of the goal. So probably purple and yellow. I would go down there and look for yellow stuff as well. Okay, so let's head out and let's go and let's see, it's nighttime. You know what, let's go check the surface out. It is 1920. We're very close to nighttime, so I think we can go. Yeah, I think we are nighttime, or it's dusk right now, so we should be fine. Let's go head out there. We'll just see how dangerous it is out there. And make sure you do bring your light pet as well. Alright, so this is the closest one to me. It's right here, 27 by 64. It's very close to the base. This is the one I typically used to go to the most in Ark Survival Evolved. I think it's the biggest area. And you can go either in this exit point, or there's an exit point that goes into the blue zone further to the south. So there's a lot of places that things drop in here. And I haven't been up here yet, so let's see how bad it is. Hopefully it's not just like a mess of visual issues. Okay, so yeah, it's not too bad. Definitely nighttime, so we do have to put a timer. I usually hit H, and it displays the time, so it's 20. When it hits probably around 3, I definitely want to leave. I think 5 is when it starts. If it's 50-50, I think 5 is when it starts. If it turns out to be if the next day it says 90% day and 10% night, I need to leave immediately. I don't have much time to get out of there. Okay, so one thing that we could do is there is some ore. That's a Reaper. So there are Reaper Kings on this part, so we have to kind of dodge these guys. And there's a lot of places you can go to dodge these. Up here is pretty good. They don't really get up here. So you can kind of sit on the very top parts of this. Yeah, so we'll sit up here for a second. There are Reaper Kings. There are also the Seekers are out here. So pretty much all the worst stuff's out here. There is a bunch of ore too, and this ore is what you use to make element with. It's element ore. So we will need to get this stuff too. I need to come up here with an army. Maybe a bunch of Spinos or even some Megalosaurs. I like to level up Megalosaurs out here because they can deal with the Reapers pretty fast. And the Reapers come up pretty frequently. That you can get a lot of levels. So this is typically where I level stuff up at. Once I get to that point. But yeah, I'm not seeing any drops. It's kind of crazy. So usually we'd be seeing drops by now. Maybe I'm just missing it. Would they start on the ground now? Yeah, I'm not seeing any drops. Like, they're normal drops like you would see on the island and stuff like that. So that's weird. I wonder where they are. Do they now share spawns with the caves? So there are 3 different spots you can go to. If this one doesn't work, there's another spot we can go to that's in the green zone. That corresponds with each of the obelisks. So there's an obelisk over there. There's an obelisk right here. This is the green obelisk. There is a obelisk on the other one too. So there's the 3 different obelisks are above ground here. But yeah, I'm not seeing any drops. So that's kind of unfortunate. Like, they may just spawn on the ground. Yeah, okay. I thought there would be more drops in there. So I guess there's not really any point being out here. But yeah, this is the surface, and like I said before, like, just be careful when you're on the ground with the Reapers. There are Alpha Reapers out here. They do poison damage, so definitely have your hazmat suit on you. That's one thing you probably want to have on you at all times on this map. And yeah, light pet's definitely helpful too. Even though you attract the Seekers, you're not going to be attracting... You're going to be able to deal a lot more damage to the Reapers as well, specifically the Alpha Reapers. You also might want to mark the entrance points. So if you're not sure where they are, if you look on the map, there is a structure that you can see. And that's what you can aim for if you're kind of lost. But I definitely want to mark the entrance points because those are very important to get out. Yeah, there's one right there. They just look at big structures, really. Like they're just entrances into the underground area. Okay, well, I guess I'll go and we'll come back out here when we figure out what's going on with the drops. I might just go check out the other ones, the other surface places, and see if they have drops. Maybe it just hasn't spawned in yet. Like maybe they will spawn it that I've been up here. Start spawning in. But yeah, let's get out of here. There are charging stations up here. You can put stuff in. I guess you could just like drop a bunch of the ore in there as well and like teleport it to your base or transport it to your base. In case you were wondering, if you build on the surface, like if you put structures on the surface, regardless of what it is, for sure it will be destroyed. The sun will melt it. So it just takes a constant damage. Just kind of like, you know, how the radiation affects everything. It's very similar to what the surface does. And so if you build up there, those things will all be gone when you go back up there. All your creatures would die too. Nothing will survive up there. Alright, so I did do a poor job explaining this in the video, so I wanted to just come back and make this after the fact. So this is just edited in. I wanted to explain the day-night cycles, and essentially on Aberration you have these day-night cycles. They run in 10-day increments, so every 10 days it resets and starts over. If you are outside during a daytime, so when it's sunny, you will burn to death pretty much within a few seconds. I think you take like 100 damage per tick. So, you know, within 5 seconds, if you have 500 health, it'll break your armor first, but then after that, it's going to kill you. So it'll be pretty quick. So you have to go out there at nighttime, and that's whenever it is safe to go out there and do the surface drops. And so the cycles go through a 50% day, 50% night cycle, then a 90% day, 10% night cycle, then a 10% day and 90% night cycle. And those coincide with specific days at the end. So if it's day 10, it'll be a 50-50. If it's day 11, it'll be 50-50, you know, day 13, 50-50. So you have to look at the day that you are on and look at the very last digit of that day. So if you're on day 131, it's going to be a 50-50. So the last day is the 1. So now that we know what days they are, let's look at the time frames. So in 50-50, the day will kick into 70 degrees. So at nighttime, it's going to be 5 degrees, as you can see up here. In the daytime, it's going to be 70 degrees. So it'll turn to 70 degrees before it actually burns you to death. So you'll see it heating up, and then you'll have a nice little warning that, hey, day's coming. And so on a 50-50, that starts at around 6:30. So at 6:30, you definitely don't want to be up there anymore. I would say leave about 5 o'clock. You probably want to get out of there, or just definitely start running towards the exit at 5 o'clock. It'll kick into about 70 degrees within a few minutes, and then you know that the day's coming. You still have some time, as we'll see here in a second. It's going to just start working towards heating, and then it's going to heat up, and then it's going to turn into a furnace after that. This is sped up quite a bit, so this is not the actual time. And yeah, see, there goes 70 degrees at around 5 o'clock. And it's not done yet. It's heating up, and then right about 7, it's going to like just turn into a blaze of fire. That's when you don't want to be up there. When you see this is bad. And so that's a day cycle. The night cycle, it's going to kick off at around 9:15. It'll start cooling down, it'll go down to 5 degrees, and then it'll turn into night. You won't take damage once it hits the 5 degrees mark. So you should be safe to go out there. In order to get this information, press H and you'll get this. I think it's the touchpad on the controllers, on the console controllers, and you'll be able to see this information. So you see the day it's on, so you tell it's day 2. If we look at our chart here, day 2 is a 50-50. Of course you can see 50-50 up here, so it tells you right there. But at least we know that if this is day 3 and it's nighttime, we probably want to be careful, because at day 4, it'll turn into a 90% day and a 10% night. That means the daytime starts at 2:30, which doesn't give you much time to get out of there. So like I was saying before, you want to leave at 5. You pretty much want to leave immediately. If it's switches over to a day 4 and you see the 90-10, you definitely want to get out of there right away, because 2:30 you'll be melting at this point. So that's the next time frame, and then after this, on day 6 at night, so around 23:15 roughly, it's going to cool down, and then the day 7 is going to start shortly after that. And so you're getting to this 10% day, 90% night. So this big long chunk of night. So you can go out there on day 6, like at around 11 o'clock at night, so 2300. And as soon as you see it cool off like this, where it's 5 degrees, you can go out there and be safe for a very long time. At least I would say up until like around 8:30, you can probably stay out there. And then go inside for a little bit. You can probably just AFK for a little bit. And then around 14:30, you can go back out there. And then you'll have a very long time frame to farm up drops. So I would ignore, if it's day 4, 5, or 6, or even day 3 at night, don't go out there. Just don't even worry about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how this works. It's a very important mechanic to understand, because you can die very quickly in the heat. And you can build up here, like the very edge, you can build up here. But if you were to build out in the desert here, like just anything past this point, on this particular spot, so anywhere out there, it will disintegrate pretty much. Like it'll explode as soon as it hits daytime. So as soon as you hit this heat like this heat effect, it's going to explode, and anything you built out there will be destroyed. So if you do build, you can build just beyond this point, and behind me is the cave entrance. And so yeah, I would just test it out. Just put some stone structures all the way back from the entrance all the way back, and see how far you can build up there. And then you know where you can start building at that point. So from there back into the cave, that's where it'll be fine. Now, just because you build in a spot like right here, so if I was standing right here, you will start getting burned at this spot. Even though your structures are still fine, you will get burned in certain spots. So I would not even stay up here. I would actually build much further back from where the structures are destroyed. But yeah, that's going to be it. And that is the surface explanation, and hopefully that helps you. And if you need to, I will put that image that we just showed you. Yeah, if you need to reference the image, go ahead and pause it, take a screenshot or whatever, and you'll have that image so you can look at it later. All right, we finally made it to a full 90% night cycle. It is kind of late, so it's like 8 o'clock, so this is going to change over pretty soon. I just want to get out here and just check one thing. I just want to make sure that there's drops coming down here somewhere. I'm not going to go anywhere, really. I'm going to stay close to the entrance. Oh, there's one right there. Maybe it's just not showing up. Like, that's one right there, I believe. Yeah. There's no lights coming down, which is interesting. If you try to steal that one, I mean, this is going to be a little hectic. Hopefully you don't aggro anything crazy. These aren't that bad. Oh, there's a bunch of these. Come on. Alright. Hop off, grab this, and then just leave. That's pretty much what to do. Okay, so there are drops. We just need to be very particular about grabbing those drops. I'm gonna probably go out the next night. I'm not gonna go out tonight, because it's almost over. But it should start relatively quickly. So at least now we know what they're looking for. We're looking for just, I guess, there's not beams anymore. They're just going to be on the ground. So I'll have to try to find them. There used to be beams in the previous game. Maybe it's bugged. I don't know, maybe I'm bugged or whatever. But yeah, I'm like all the way over to the other side, so I'm like on the one that's, I guess, west side of the map, pretty close to the portal room. It's another big area, so I'll check out the one by the base when it becomes night again. Alright, we're back. And yeah, it is more of a sunny, or I guess a sun season, so we can't really do much outside right now. I was going to do drops, but then I realized we probably could do some other things. So what we do need to get is a Ravager, and I did happen to find one over here. So let's see, is this it? 35, okay. Health robust, okay. There's a 140 over here somewhere that I saw. There's also a Basilisk over here, so we don't want to avoid that. There's also a really high level Carcanos over here. This right here. I think there's like, yeah, I think these two are fine. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's try to jump up so we can get out of the range of these Carcanos. Nope. Can we get up here? Can we jump up here maybe? No. Okay. Well, alright, so we do have a 140 Ravager. I think I picked that up. It is glowing, so I'm guessing that's the 140. And we need a Ravager for the next cave. So the first cave we do, it's probably best to have a Ravager if you can't throw out dinosaurs. Because there are lots of dinosaurs in there that will kill you pretty quickly. And you don't want to go in there without a dinosaur, so Ravagers are the best choice. You can do zip lines as well. Oh, they can hit me. Okay. Yes, 140, carefree, which is nice. So okay, so let's get these guys knocked out. But yeah, so we do need a Ravager, and this is a good one, hopefully. This guy's attacking me. So yeah, we just grab the Carcanos. You can pick up Ravagers with these. It's very easy to tame anything right now with a Carcanos, especially smaller dinos. So we can just knock both of these out. I'm just grabbing both of these just because the traits on both of them are pretty nice. We can have them for later on. And it's just easy to knock them out. But But yeah, so we will need Ravagers for the first cave. We also need zip lines, so we can set some zip lines up to make it a little bit easier to get across. And we should be able to get through that first cave pretty easily with a couple of Ravagers, especially if they're bred and they're imprinted and they're mate boosted. It should be pretty simple to do. So I don't have any problems with that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you what's the next step is. And once we get these guys, I'll have to breed them. And yeah, I'm gonna have to probably just work on something else. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get these guys going and get like a little group of them together so we can do the cave. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just knock them out, and then I guess I'll feed them some mutton. That's pretty straightforward. We should get some good levels off of that. Alright, I am back. I was over here getting some metal. Place has gotten a lot of metal. Well, I just cleared this out. And I wanted to show you the bridge that I made. Yeah, this is what we're bringing back over there. So a bunch of metal. This place is pretty good for metal. I just have like one little small section over there in the corner that isn't been touched yet. But yeah, I just come down here, clear this place out. But yeah, I did wind up making a bridge while I was waiting too, for things to raise up. So this is a bridge. It's a pretty intricate bridge, I guess. But a lot of big giant platforms. Technically could build all up in here. I just didn't. I don't think this is gonna be worth it. These are very cheap for what you get. And yeah, this one's on top of one of the roots. That's where it starts at, the roots. And then right here is another bridge. This was two sections too wide, so I could not do an unimpeded one, so I have to actually make a pillar going down to the bottom. So this is the pillar. You can see how far it goes down, all the way down there. And then if you put down some foundations connected to the pillar, it counts that as foundations for up here. So I had to put some foundations down there, and that's how I connected this together. So it's quite the feat getting things down there. But yeah, it might actually be worth just doing another platform. I think there's enough room for another one. So yeah, that's this bridge, and then I go up here with another bridge. Yeah, this took a long time to do, to be fair. But I have so much stone and wood now with the Carcanos. I can get stone really quick, and then the wood, the chainsaw. So yeah, another bridge over here. And yeah, I've been farming up metal, building stuff. Got the cooker done, which we'll go see here in a second. But yeah, this goes all the way across. So it's a straight shot from the base all the way to the metal area. Very easy to get to with some Ravagers. Although I can only do one Ravager at a time, because apparently they don't like going up the platforms like this. They don't go up these things for some reason. They don't like the pathing. I think something's messed up with it. But if I go up this ramp right here, they just start going in circles right down at the bottom. So I can only do one at a time. So this is my one that I have. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just go over here, drop out all of the metal, and then I can just throw it in there. I don't have a whip. We don't have silk on this map, so no whips, unfortunately. But that's fine. Yeah, that's it. That's a metal run. I did bring other stuff though too, because I'm really getting low on thatch with all the stuff over there, and then also need some flint as well. So yeah, we're doing pretty good on resources now. I think I have quite a bit. So I did make, let's see, I think I'm making one of these at some point. I probably could make one right now, actually. I'm gonna hold off on that. So I did make the cooker, so we have that. I'm gonna need that for when we do boss fights. I can also make kibble now, so that's gonna be easy to do. And I did make this. This is the preserving bin, and this thing will preserve meat for a long time. So this is 3 days for this cooked prime meat. So if you get a lot of cooked meat and stuff, you can put it in here and it'll just preserve it. It also does make jerky, so you get jerky. And yeah, I've just started making that stuff. Probably don't need like regular jerky. I have tons of that stuff, but I figured if we start doing some of the kibble, we'll need some jerky for that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We do have a pretty good amount of rock drakes now. I think we're... we do have 185. Those are the stats for that one. So 28 HP, 28 damage. It's alright. It's not the best. I also have another one too. So I can make perfect rock drakes now. So I have a male and a female that are both 185. I think I might go back down there and look for some more. I do have some Ravagers that are 209. So those are all going. I'll show you the stats for those. Here's the stats. 33 HP and 34 damage. So a bunch of 30s. And the reason I'm making Ravagers, or I'm getting Ravagers, is because I do want to do the first cave. So that's kind of the next stage. So the first cave, I like to go in there with Ravagers. You can go in there with other things if you wanted to. It's very tight in a lot of spaces. So I think Ravagers are the only thing that can really fit. There's also one spot in there you might have to actually run across. So I did bring some, so I will be bringing some zip lines to get across there. And it's a pretty easy cave for the most part. So I'll bring like 2 Ravagers with me and just have like a backup. So that's kind of the plan. And I think I might head over there now. We're in a 50-50 right now. So yeah, I'm probably going to be not going up there for a little while. And I do want to finish making a few more things like in crafting once that metal melts up. So we'll come back to that. But yeah, I'll head over to the first cave. Oh, one thing we should probably do before we do that is just grab a otter. So there's tons of otters around here. Let's throw that down there. We actually don't need a light pit where we're going in this cave. But I do want to get an otter so I can get another artifact. You know, this is a pretty easy artifact to get. The hard artifact comes in the red zone cave. That's a very bad cave. The blue zone cave is a pain too. So let's just check and see if we got an otter here. Okay. Yeah, so it's over here somewhere. Otter. Where are you, otter? There it is, level 20. Is there a better one around here? Let me just go over here and see if I can find a better one. Oh, right there. What level are you? Level 40. Okay, yeah, I do 40. So, in case you don't know how to get otters, all you have to do is just kill the fish. Oh, there's more over here. It's 10, 10, 12. Okay. Yeah, kill a fish, like a big fish like this one. Then you just drag it. And just bring it to the otter you want to tame. That's pretty much how you do that. It's pretty simple. Alright, here's level 41. There we go. So we feed it some fish. Won't take much to feed this thing because it's low level. I'll have to go find another one. So now we can at least track it and see where it is. So we go find another one. There's a 1.2 right there. Alright, where'd you go? There we go. We got an otter. So we got an aberrant otter. I probably could get the other one too. We can at least have a bred one. Plus there's a bunch of babies in there. I might go do that actually. I'll grab the other one too. Go throw this one back in the base. I'll grab the other one and then we'll take one with us. Alright, the first cave we're going to go to is right down there. I just want to show you where it is in relation to the portal. So this is the portal area. And this is the bridge that comes out. And there's the blue portal things, whatever those are called. And down here is going to be like a lake to your right. And so if you go down here, it'll be like an island. Just past the island is going to be a little like land area right there. So you just come down here, hop on the land area, and this is it. This is the cave. So let's put some sleeping bags down just in case. There are quite a few Ravagers in here. So, yeah, we're gonna just play it safe. Let's throw our Ravagers out. Should be able to fit through here on Ravager, like all the way through. And if you want, you can mark the front of the cave, like right here. And this is probably the easiest one to get in and out of, but it can get a little confusing because the paths do get narrower, like right here. It's pretty narrow. Dude, there is something up with... Yeah, I don't know what is up with the pathing in this map. For some reason, they just don't like following me, especially those guys. So, I guess we'll just leave them out. We should be fine. I don't think we'll have any problems. Even if we do get swarmed by some, I think we'll be able to take them out. We have a pretty good amount of health and melee. So, head down here. Just keep going down. Some of the entrances are really small. Oh, we got some... Seekers in here. Oh, that's a Carno. I remember Carnos being in here. Okay. You definitely could probably kill a Carno. It's not a big deal. Try to avoid the Carno. And there's different notes and stuff in here. Yeah, let's hang to the left here. There are raptors in here. Another Carno. Man, okay, let's just, I guess, take him out and see if we can do. Ravager right there. $80 Carno. Yeah, I think we're fine. I don't have a lot of health, but I do have quite a bit of bleed damage. The only thing that I'm really concerned about would be like a big pack of Ravagers. Yeah, a little bit of bleed on me. That's fine. We'll just take it slow. You can get glowtails in here. The little ones. I think they're only found in the red zone, but you can get them in here too. Should come up to this waterway. Oh boy. We need to go right there in that little hole. Let's just go down here. Let's take the long way. Oh, Carcanos. What? That's not good. Let me get out of here. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Yeah, I didn't know there was so many things in here. I'm about to go get a shotgun. What level is this guy? Level 10. Might be able to run it, I mean. We can try cheesing it, maybe? Yeah, we can kill it. Nice. There's a baby one in here, too. I saw the baby. Only one in here, right? Yeah, a little baby down there. If it was a higher level, I'd probably go for it. Okay, let's just come over here. Is that an eel? An otter. What is that? Is that an eel? I think it's an eel. Yeah, it's an eel. Sorry, baby otter. I definitely would have liked to had you, but... Alright, like so far so good. I just can't believe there's a Carcanos in here. That's kind of wild. We're still doing good in health. Yeah, we have plenty of health. Gain some points. Put some more points on the health, to be fair. I need to go down there and deal with this other Ravagers. This thing's like in the way though. How do I get rid of this thing? Let's go back down here. There's definitely piranhas in here, usually. There's eels in here. They're more in the blue zone one. The blue zone one's mostly water. Okay, there we go. That's gone. Let's kill these dogs. Scorpion over there. We just go through. Oh, there's a dog. Go through here. Scorpion. We'll just kill it. Yeah, leave it there for now. Okay, I think we're... Yeah, come up here. Give me that big open room. Right here. What's that? Yeah, as long as there's no... Carno, okay. That's fine, that's fine. If there's a megalosaur in here, that would be way, way, way too much. I'm gonna try to get everything killed. This is gonna like break my armor right there. Tails. Okay, this is the spot we have to come to if we want to get across. Ravager right there. So let's get some health back. Yes, we have to shoot the anchors down. I'm pretty sure you can shoot the anchors down in any version. PvE, PvP. I think that's all possible. If not, then you're probably going to need to get, instead of an otter, get a Cosmo to swing over there. Let me see if I can hit this guy from over here. Do I have any arrows? I do have arrows. Try to get this guy down here towards me. Good enough. There's two of them. Yeah, so if we fall down there, it's probably gonna be bad. There's a way up over there, like the little land. It comes up back up into here, that little cave right there. So if you have to get back up, that's how you would do that. Well, let's just not fall down. Okay. Let me ignore that stuff. Hope there's another one coming. Oh, Ravagers. So what a bunch of Ravagers. Okay. It's more raptors over there. Heal back up. Let's get back up to full health before we go do any further. Alright, we're back to full health, so we should be good to go. Oh, what's a lot of raptors. Boy. I got like a level 49 armor on, I think. If these were the old raptors, I would be dead. They'd be able to pounce on you. Whenever you get close to them, they would jump on you. So was really terrifying. Alright, not bad. Yep, and here is the end. Oh, I thought that's something else. Sorry, glow tails. Yeah, you come in here and get glow tail right away if you wanted to. I know, sorry. Yeah, you can come in here and just grab one of those. They're pretty easy to get. And this is the end right here. What is... Oh, that's, I don't know. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, my game crashed. So, I died. And hopefully we can get back to the body. And maybe we'll have some creatures that are still alive. I died right there. What? There's my stuff. Oh no, there's my Ravager. They could actually kill those things, but maybe it died from the bleed that they have. Okay, well, all my stuff's broken. Yeah, Ravager. Poor Ravager. Not gonna deal with that. Got a better saddle for this one. Let's get rid of this. Alright, let's head over to the thing. It should be like right over here. What's that right there? Is that a raptor? Scorpion? Raptor. Yeah, it's like right over here. So it's... There we go. That's it. Alright, there's an artifact right here. Be careful you don't fall in the water. And I don't have my otter on me. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, regardless, that's it. That's the cave. Can only get one now. That's fine. I'll come back in here later and get them. I need to figure out how to get these guys to follow me. Yeah, let's go back. It's pretty simple to go back, just the same way we came in. Everything should still be dead. I mean, I just went through here like 5 seconds ago. Alright, yeah, that's it. Let's go back to the base. We got the first artifact. That's great. So we should be good. I need to go get a baryonyx to do the second cave. So I'm going to probably go look for one of those pretty soon. Second cave is difficult, but still doable. Alright, we're back from the cave. And yeah, so a little bit of time has passed. So we did go get the first artifact, which is great. I'll probably need to go back and get some more of these. And I did go and get a baryonyx as well, just for the next episode, because we're going to go into the next cave. I'll show a clip of the baryonyx that I got. It was a 135, and I did find it pretty far out there. I was going to make a whole thing about it and show it off, like me taming it and stuff, but I realized that this is just a very, very long episode, and it's probably not worth the trouble to tack on another 10 minutes of this episode. So yeah, we do have some otters. I am breeding some of these otters, so we'll have some extra ones, and yeah, everything else I think I talked about already. So we did do quite a bit in this episode. It's kind of a very long episode. Oh yeah, I did get some kibble, so we're gonna have to work on a way to get the sap out of this. Also wanted to mention that, yeah, I did make some kibble for the baryonyx. So this has all been cleaned out. Getting over there, I had to use the Cosmo and stuff, but you can like land on top of these things. It's just a huge pain. So I'm probably gonna make a blimp, and I'll probably use the blimp for now to go over here and grab all the stuff. I think that's probably the best bet. But yeah, other than that, went to the surface, did get some, not that much, you know, as far as drops go. Just, I think the sword is the only thing that's worth mentioning. And then this pickaxe, which I think actually I might have gotten this from something that I killed instead of a drop. I'm not quite sure. But I did show a bunch of the drops already, and then I got this long neck rifle. So I'll be doing some more drops. Let's see, what are we at? We're 90% night. Yeah, so I'll probably do some more drops, and then go and see if I can get anything in between episodes. Hopefully something good drops. I'm really looking for saddle blueprints and then a shotgun. Those are the two biggest things. So a shotgun blueprint. But that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.